good.
No, dude, the first time I ever did comedy in Austin when I moved down there, I was gonna go by like a stage name, and I did it, and I felt so uncomfortable when they said my name, like stage name. I'm like, never doing that again. Nope.
Okay. So how long you been lost?
It'll be 6 years in December. No shit. Yeah. Not for a minute.
Yeah, I've been here a year, man. It'll be a year in like 3 days.
Where did you come from?
Okay, this is complicated. I came from Wisconsin.
Okay.
I was living in Wisconsin for like 19 years. My daughter's there.
Madison?
Madison. Yeah, man.
I got a
Madison's
bunch
cool,
of friends in
man.
Madison.
No shit.
Yeah.
We probably know some of the people.
Martin Hamm, Marty Clark.
I don't know what's names.
They were,
Wait, you knew two people named Martin in Wisconsin?
Well, one's Marty, one's Marty.
Get the fuck out of here.
Well, I mean, come on, that's the most Wisconsin name you could ever
It
have.
might be. No, it's funny because one of my best friends there was
both
named
like
Martin.
cheese curds.
Shout out Martin Rungy. But yo, that was one of my dudes. Like for real.
Yeah.
So yo, I guess I should introduce this. Hey, this is the first episode. I'm trying some shit. It's called Pick Apart the Joke. I'm talking with my comedian friends. It's Craig right here. I'm rambunctious. They call me Ram B on the stage. You know what I mean? My name is Am Ram though. You know what I mean? And he go by Craig on stage, and he go by Craig off stage.
This is my name.
This is his name.
This is what I go by.
It's his fucking name.
And all fast as left.
Bro, so besides what we was talking about, you were funny as fuck, bro.
Thank you, dude.
I'm not gonna sit here and act like I remember every joke, but I remember telling I'm looking at my dude like, yo, this motherfucker's hilarious, and I was doing this shit like, I'm laughing my ass
I
off.
gotta give a little credit because my buddy went up right before me, my buddy Lando Shepard.
Okay.
One of, if not the funniest comic.
He was funny too.
And he went up and smashed. And I just kind of rode his way. Like,
Did it help? Does it help to see your homie on stage?
yeah. But it also helps with some, like, a lot of, I don't know, some comics get, like, nervous when someone goes up and
Right.
and really kills.
Oh, I
It's
love
like,
it. I want it. I want the challenge.
Yeah, cool.
Right?
But also you can just ride that wave. The audience is already, like, they're laughing, they're in a good mood because they just, you know, you go up after Lando, he's
People
gonna
wanna
fucking
laugh.
smash you. And this is like a
Shout out to your boy. What's say his name again? one more time?
Lando Calrissian.
Shout out to
Shepard.
his boys. Yeah.
One of the funniest, if not the funniest dude in Austin.
Yeah.
Check that motherfucker out. He's
Dope.
hilarious.
Dope. There you go.
He's one of the
Yeah.
best. He's
Go
one
ahead,
of the
though.
best.
Go ahead, though.
Yeah. But it's like, I love doing rooms like this because it's like, when you're not a pro comic and you're not touring clubs and stuff, you're doing a lot of like, you know, you might get a show at a club and that's awesome.
Right.
But a lot of the shows you do are like shitty dive bars like this where people
I love
aren't
it.
even expecting comedy.
100%.
And if you can make these people laugh, you can go into a club and fucking smack.
Yo, I told my dude the other day, I said, yo, the crowd doesn't matter. It's either you're funny or not.
100%.
Either you adjust or you don't.
You either you can blame the crowd if you're shitty, or
Yep.
you can blame yourself because your job is to make them laugh no matter what. So
100%.
like, there's no such thing as a bad crowd. There's bad crowd. I mean, it happens sometimes when you get a crowd where there's no way you can make
Listen,
them laugh.
people,
There's-
listen.
Sometimes you do get those crowds and nothing you can do, no matter who you are, you're not gonna be able to make them laugh. But that's
100%.
super rare.
Yep.
It's usually like
Yep.
if you're not making them laugh, that's on you.
It's you. It's
That's
always you.
Yeah. And even if it's not you, it's you because that's still your job.
Exactly. That's hey, hey, you out of here, Sarah? All right, good to see you. All right, wow. Be safe. Be safe.
See ya.
I'll see you again.
But
Sorry,
yeah,
yo,
that's,
yeah.
that's what your job is as a comic. Is to
Yes.
make the audience laugh.
Yes.
And to make them care and pay attention.
Yep.
And Lando did that for me.
Yep.
He went up and crushed, so they were already like laughing and like, oh, this
Yeah.
is a comedy show. And then I went up and just kind of rode that way, and I did have a good set.
Well, it's funny that you say, oh, it's a comedy show, because that's the kind of bar we're in. Some people are here, and they're just out to get drunk.
Well, that's-
And they're like, oh,
these
people are
shows,
doing
they-
jokes,
they call
right?
it-
I love that shit,
They
though,
call
bro.
it ambush comedy, where it's like
Oh, I've
a
never
lot of
heard
the people
that.
that are here don't even know there's a mic or anything going on. They're just here to get hammered
Ambush
and,
comedy.
and do coke in the bathroom. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And then they're just like, oh, there's also a comedy show going on. They could give two fucks, but
Right,
if
right.
you can make them care about it, that's a skill. That's
Exactly.
for sure a skill.
So, all right, when's the first? Give me the moment when you said, "Yo, I gotta do this shit." Like comedy is gonna be the thing I do.
Well, for me,
it's what I love. You know what I'm saying?
I just turned 30.
Okay, I'm 44.
Okay.
So yeah,
And I started,
we're in the same range,
I
right?
started doing comedy when I was 30.
When you were 30.
And I
Okay.
liked it, and I was okay at it. But then for like when I turned like 32, 33, I spent like 4 years just being a junkie heroin.
Oh
And then
wow.
when I got off that shit, and I always loved doing comedy, and I always kind of wanted to do it, but like where I grew up was like there's no path to do that.
Where did you grow up?
Maine, small town Maine.
Where in Maine? I've been to Portland, Maine.
Okay.
I used to tour up there.
I used to do shows in Portland, but I was in a small town,
beautiful city
in Rumford, which is like close to the New Hampshire border in the mountains. It's a mill town.
Shit town.
Shut up.
Okay.
But when I got clean off that, like when I got off, I'm not obviously not clean. I'm drinking. I'm drunk right now. But when I got off heroin,
no one's judging you, apparently. I guarantee you.
But when I got off that shit, I was like, I kind of want to do comedy, and I kind of just picked some cities that had a comedy scene. I did a little internet research. Austin ended up being the one I came to.
Yeah.
And so I got here when I was like 35.
Okay.
And that's when I considered when I started taking it seriously and I was doing it every night.
Right.
So that was like when I got here, I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
And I had asked some good sets. I'm like, this is awesome. This is the only thing I want to do. This is the only thing that really makes me happy and keeps me off drugs because I have a purpose and I'm good at this.
People be like, look at God. And I say, look at comedy. Look at stand-up. Doing what they do.
Well,
you know
for
what I'm
people
saying?
who do it and who are good at it, it's like, there is literally no better feeling than when you have a good set.
None.
And when you have
None.
and especially early on, dude, like you can have 40 bad sets, and you will have 40 bad sets.
I haven't even, I don't know if I've done 40 open mics, but I've had 30 bad sets out of the 35.
But you can have one really great set, and that'll push you through for months because you know how good that feels.
And the last 5 sets, tonight was horrible for me. But before that, it was like, hey, bitch, what?
Once you do it, you know you can. And that's just
100%.
figuring out how to do that every single time.
And you know what I always tell my
But you're
homies?
never going to do it every single time.
Never gonna do it every single time.
But
never.
the
No
goal
one
is-
does it every single time.
The goal is to do it, even the best.
Even the best. Yeah.
But the goal is to do it, be good more than you're bad.
Consistent. Completion, right? Like I always tell my homies, the goal isn't some goal that you put out there and now you're trying to work to get to it. The goal is completion. So when I go to open mic and I completed it, I feel great. Whether the crowd laughed or not, I completed that. And so that's success.
I've had those
Your
sets too.
success are the steps,
I've
right?
had those sets too where it's the crowd fucking hated me, but I knew I did a good set.
Exactly.
And
That's what just happened to me.
So, word? No, what's up? Hey, what's your name, bro?
Jesse.
Jesse. We got Jesse off camera over here. Talking to my man Craig. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's all good. It's all good, man. It's pick apart the joke. Comedians are going to come in. That's how it works. So let me ask you this. Who's the first comedian? For me, and I'm gonna give you a preface. For me, it was my dad sat me down at about 17 years old. No, about 19. And I was drinking a 40. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, hey, we both smoked a couple joints together.
I'm not trying to.
And he
I'm guessing he's
showed
going to be an amazing black comic that I'm gonna know and love.
When was that?
I'm not trying to erase, but I'm guessing.
Don't
when
be
your
nervous
dad
like that.
sat you down, it's going to be an amazing black comic.
No, it's not. Look, gotcha, motherfucker. It's George Carlin.
Dude, my first.
My
comic-
dad showed me George Carlin. He's like, what do you think? And he was talking about the whole like,
My
oh, we
first-
only bomb brown people, whatever the fuck that joke is. I forget.
My first.
That's my
comedy
first
show-
shit.
My first
That was my
comedy
first
show
shit that
I
was like,
ever-
oh.
My first live comedy show that I ever went to was George Carlin. I was in 8th grade.
Oh my God.
My aunt took me.
Talk about it.
And this was George when he was old.
This has
but
to
he
be
still,
like-
he still had
Yeah.
it was like 96,
7.
97.
That's what.
Yeah.
That's same. We're talking about the same special,
Yeah.
bro. We're talking about the same.
I saw
special.
him on that tour.
Yeah, on HBO.
And it was
On HBO?
amazing. But the first time that I ever me and my dad did have a good relationship.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
doesn't like me. I'm not a big fan of his.
Right.
But we used to rent movies every New Year's, right?
Okay.
And he would rent Rodney Dangerfield movies. Who's
Oh
one
wow.
of my
No
favorite
respect,
songs.
baby. Let's go.
And I would listen to my fucking dad cry laughing.
And you've
It's
never
dumb
seen him
movie.
laugh like that,
And
right?
I was like, man,
I felt that way about my
If I
dad.
can make my dad laugh like that, he might like me.
Yeah.
That was the first time. But
Yeah,
my
yeah.
first two.
We recording. You good though? Good. Hey, that was a dope set, by the way.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Tracy Perry, my good buddy.
Good to meet you, man. Ram. Yeah.
fun
Yeah. Say
talking.
what's up. Say what's up. Go ahead and say what's up.
Jump in.
baby.
Oh, no, yeah.
Hey, what's good? Tracy's a funny motherfucker. Oh,
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, but that was but my aunt took me to my first comedy show, George Carlin, and it was
Okay.
like if I didn't, I don't like it changed my life. It didn't, but it was like it was an eye-opening.
It changed your perspective. Same here when my dad showed me the same. Man, bro.
Like
you can talk about shit, right? That's real. That's real.
And the second comedy show I went to was Stephen Wright, who's like
who's like
deadpan, super dry one-liner.
I love it.
Oh my god,
I love
you can do
Stephen
that.
Wright.
You can do that
I
too.
love
It's like, but it's the same thing. It's still so funny.
I felt that way about a lot of comics I've seen where it's like, oh, you can do that, right?
Yeah.
It opens your eyes like, what?
Like that's
right?
that too, because it's so completely different,
bro.
You know,
and you don't think like that, but you're like, but someone else does. There's an appreciation for that, right?
When I first started in Austin, because I'm a good joke writer.
Yeah, you really are. Yo, you're a funny dude.
But I went through it.
Funny dude, man.
I went through this existential thing where I was like, oh, I'm just gonna be a joke right now. I'm gonna write one-liners.
Yes.
And I tried to do that for like 6 open mics.
It seems harder.
I tried to do 6 open mics at 4 minutes apiece, and I would write all these jokes, and then I would forget them.
And you're like, I don't have 13 of the ones I wrote.
I have to just talk and set stuff up. I have to do it myself.
I'm the
like,
same.
To be funny, like how I'm like.
That's why I went with storytelling.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
Yeah.
and like I want to be a storyteller too, but also at the same, like I have to just do bits, you know, like I have to just like what I think is funny, and then I still write everything down because I have to write.
Yeah.
But it's like I can't just do fucking 20 non sequitur one-liners because I'm gonna forget them all. And I can't just do stories because I don't have enough punchlines. I have to talk how I'm gonna talk.
Right.
And fill in the blanks that way.
Right. Well, I think that's why storytelling works for me more because it's me.
Yeah.
Like if we smoke a blunt, I'm gonna start telling you stories, bro. Because that's who I am.
And that's
right?
that's the only way you can be genuine on stage
It's
is to be yourself.
100%.
Because if like I guess if you have the same joke as like, and this has happened to me, like where I've had jokes that I thought were funny, but then I see like professional comedians do Netflix specials and they have a joke about the same topic. It's 1,000 times funnier.
Yep.
I'm like, okay, well I can't. They just took that joke. Like it's like obviously they didn't come to me. They didn't come to an open mic I was working at and steal that joke from me. But that joke's been done.
It's universal.
And I have to fucking throw that out.
Yep. I've done it.
Yeah.
At least 10 times. At least.
Yeah. But if you're writing jokes that you genuinely think are funny and that it's reflective of your personality, you never have to worry about being unoriginal because that's what you feel when you think
exactly. And as soon as you hear that joke on stage, you're like, I'm done with it. Even if it's an open micer and you're there on the same level as you, you're like, well, I don't need that joke.
Oh no,
I have so much other shit ammo in my fucking Google Docs or whatever it is.
I've done that with open micers who tell jokes and say something right, and I go up after them like, I'm gonna do this joke because I know mine's. I do mine's 10 times better. I'm gonna fucking. I'm gonna make them forget about this joke.
Son. Yeah.
But if it's like, I had a joke. Bill Burr did a special, and it was. I used to have this joke. It was like. When there's a bad president, right? When Bush,
Trump, they're all bad. So what are we talking about?
Right. Exactly. They're all shitty, and but it was like they always like if there's a bad president, I was like. They always compare him to Hitler, right?
Every time.
And I'd be like,
every fucking
who do you
time.
think they compared bad presidents to before there was Hitler? They're like, oh, it's fucking
Mussolini?
It's Hannibal.
I don't know which one was first. It might be a bad thing.
I think they're around the same time. Like, oh, it's Hannibal. He's coming over here with his elephants and he's going to trample us all.
Wait, how did Hannibal Buress never do that joke, right? Or did he? I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. But Bill Burr did a joke like that in one of his specials, and I was like, well, I don't
remember that one.
Yeah, he was like, it was.
I love it.
It was Bill Burr's least favorite special of mine that he did. It was the one.
It's probably my favorite.
No, it was the one that he did in Nashville that came out right after the Black and White special. The black and white special they did is, I think, the greatest special that's ever been recorded. It's my favorite. I watch it all the time.
I gotta watch that.
It's called I'm Sorry You Feel That Way. It's on Netflix.
I don't know the titles. That's the only thing.
Well, it's the one where he talks about the guy who jumps out of the helicopter to kill himself.
Oh, yes.
And then he also does the Duck Dynasty bit where he's like, can you believe this guy? He's like, yeah, I can totally believe a guy with a beard down to his dick in a swamp didn't have some aggressive ideas on gay marriage. Like, it's the funniest shit ever.
I'm sorry.
It just fell. But I'm like,
it's all good.
But it was the one after that, and I'm like, well, then I can, like, if Bill Burr did it, I can't do it. My joke is not.
No, it becomes where you're like, you get self-conscious.
But that's the other thing too, like, you have to keep writing. You have to always be like doing, funny.
So let me move fast. What are you doing besides? Do you do anything besides comedy? Like, are you writing movies? Or are you writing sketch comedy? Or are you?
I've written some sketches. I haven't filmed them. I've written some scripts and pilots, which I love doing that. I'm doing a podcast.
I'm starting all of what you just said. I'm just starting to do that.
I'm doing a podcast with my friend Katie Houston that I love.
Shout out to her.
Katie, you rule. We're doing that, and I did a podcast with my buddy Mo Mike Hudak, who does this, my
Yep.
GFY Social Club. We did like 70-something episodes.
Shout out to Mike, man. He runs his mic.
Mike
It's
rules.
a great mic, man.
And we're gonna start that podcast up again soon. We're gonna go into season 3 with video.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm always trying to because I truly feel like you can be the funniest guy in the room and I'm not saying that I am, but you can be the funniest guy in the room.
No.
But if you don't have anything else that people can know you from, you're
Right.
not. You have to have a podcast. You
What
have to
are you
have
doing?
a social media presence. You have to have something.
That's the day and age we're in.
If you want to sell tickets, you have to have something else.
Right.
You can't just be the funniest, unless like
Right.
your guy like David Tell is always the funniest guy.
There's always exceptions, right?
He's always the funniest guy, but he's been doing this 30 years, and he's a legend. Like,
Right.
but guys coming up in this age, you have to have something else just to get people to notice you. Because there's so many other distractions out there. You have to, you can't just be the funniest guy on a comedy show.
Right.
You have to have something else that people you can draw them to from that.
Right.
You have to.
Right.
Otherwise, you're dead.
Right.
Otherwise, you're just doing fucking open mics and shitty
Right.
shows, and you're never going on the road because you have to have something else.
Yeah.
You have to have another product besides your comedy. You always
100%.
gotta be working on comedy and doing, and that's first and foremost.
Yeah.
Because if you have all those other products and you have a fan base, and then you're trying to sell stand-up tickets, and then you go up on stage and eat a dick, they're gonna know that, and they're never gonna come back.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
That's a
you
fact.
have to fucking, you have to be good at both, but you
Yeah.
have to just be hustling all the time and doing tons of stuff.
Yeah.
It's a full-time fucking job, and for me, I don't make any money really off stand-up, so I have a full-time job other than
Yeah.
that. So it's
Yeah,
like I'm
man.
working 2 full-time jobs trying to chase my
Yeah.
dream.
Yeah.
That is my full-time job.
And you're up till 2 in the morning or whatever it is, and you go to work and all that. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's the grind. You guys don't understand. That's what comedians do, man. We're doing this shit for the love, and we
People call
stay
us
up.
lazy,
We stay up.
and we are,
Yeah.
but we also work
Yeah.
really fucking hard.
And some of us do a lot of drugs. I'm not. That's not me.
No,
But you know what I'm saying?
I
Like
don't-
that's
drugs
all.
are-
All the
look,
shit.
drugs are illegal, and I would never do them.
Never. But all the shit people do, you don't understand. There's all facets of comedy. There's every facet of person within comedy, and that's the beautiful thing
You
about it.
can't just make it with stand-up comedians. You gotta have something
Yeah.
else. You gotta have
Yeah.
another product that you can sell.
100%.
That's how I feel, and that's what I've seen. Like, I have friends who are killing it right now. My buddy Mikey, my buddy Tony Casillas. They're all fucking
Yeah.
murdering it right now.
Tony, yep.
They're hilarious stand-ups, but they also have podcasts. They have all this other stuff they're doing.
They're working, man.
And they're workers.
Yeah.
They're killing it.
Yeah.
But it's because they hustle. You
Yeah.
can't be lazy and do this and expect to succeed. You just
Exactly.
can't.
Exactly. I love that, man. I love that. Besides those words that are super motivational and shit, but like, give me 1 minute of parting words before we get out of here on Pick Apart the Joke right now. You know what I'm saying? With my man Craig.
That's a lot.
Give me something that you want to say to people to end this right now.
I will. All right.
Inspiring, whatever, to comedians. To say to comedians coming up.
Well, I
How about
also-
that?
okay.
To comedians coming up, what would you have to say?
I would say, no matter how funny you are, there's
Yeah.
always someone funnier than you.
Yep.
So you always have to keep working and writing new material
Yeah.
and performing.
Yep.
I've seen so many of these comics who I've come up with, and they get to this point where they kind of find a modicum of success, but it's not really like
Right.
they're not able to quit their jobs.
Right.
They're
Do they get big
I don't-
heads?
I
What
don't,
do you mean? Like-
yeah, they get big.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to do open mics anymore. I'm like motherfucker. A couple years ago, a long time, like 8 years ago, Louis C.K. was in town. This was Louis C.K. at the height of his fame.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Before the scandal?
Before this,
Yeah.
so he had like 4 sold out shows at the Paramount.
Right,
He gets
right.
done one of the nights. He comes to the Velveeta room
Oh,
and
nice.
asks to do the open mic, and he goes up there and does like 50. Like he's still Louis C.K.'s still doing open mics, and if he's not too good for open mics, none of you motherfuckers are. So you have to keep. Like, if you think you're too good for the grind, then get the fuck out and get out of the way and let us who know we're not, and we're never going to be too good for the grind.
Listen
Get
to
the fuck
him.
out of our way and let us have the stage time. Because
Listen
we're
to
going to
him.
keep working.
That's hey.
I think that wasn't a minute, but I think I think it's a good way to end it.
No truer words have been said, my
I think
man
it's a good way.
Craig. Man, good to meet you, man. We just met tonight.
We just met tonight.
Hey, yo, I
This
thought
guy
he was.
rules.
I thought
he's going to be on my podcast in a
Appreciate
couple
it.
weeks.
Yes.
For sure.
Shout out to podcast.
It's front of house, back of house. We haven't released any episodes yet. We have like 2 or 3 in the can.
Front of house, back of house podcast.
Because everyone in this life is either a front of house or back of house, whether you work in the service industry or not. We all
100%.
fall into one of those categories.
There you go. Hey, man, this has been Pick Apart the Joke, episode number 1.
This was super fun. Thanks
It's
for
gonna be
asking me to do this.
it's gonna be super fun in the future. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna do
So,
this again after I go on the road.
oh man, we can look. I don't do them stipulations of I had him on this time. I'm not gonna have it. I don't give a fuck. You might see 10 episodes of Craig in the next 3 weeks.
Let's
we'll
do
see.
it. Let's fucking do it. This was
That's
super
how we
fun.
running this. It's all improv. We literally are sitting in the bar. We just got off stage and we having fun, man. Pick apart the joke. Appreciate you, Craig. Let's go, baby.
Let's do this.
Peace, y'all.
Fuck yeah.
All right. Thank